Hey, my friends, Connor Doobie here. Hope you're phenomenal over there on the other side of the screen. I wanted to jump in here really quick because I get a lot of questions about what platforms I use for my podcast, right? I've actually been podcasting for over 4.5 years or so now, and it is a powerful strategy in building my personal brand and marketing our company, marketing our brand, getting new relationships started. But that aside, a lot of people get hung up on the technical side of things of like, dude, where the heck do I start? I have an idea for a podcast. I kind of know what general direction I want to go in, but I just don't really know what kind of tools to use. So I thought I'd share Spreaker with you today because, there are probably hundreds of different platforms you can use to host your podcast. But personally, I really do like Spreaker. It's really easy. It's really user-friendly. It's, pretty damn straightforward, and it's not expensive either. I think I pay maybe like $20 a month to, you can put, I believe, hundreds and hundreds of hours of podcasts on here. I've never maxed out a Spreaker account. So I wanted to just show you a couple key features here. Starting with really the login. I mean, it's pretty simple to go in, create an account. You don't have to pay from the beginning. There is actually a free version of Spreaker that you can use. And when you log in, most of the stuff's going to be pretty much empty. But once you get your account set up, you have your show, you kind of have like some episodes recorded. That's when I'd usually go and start with Spreaker. So let's see here. If I am logged into the account, I'm just going to go over to my public profile. This is basically what other people see if they're looking at my public. But in the back end is the podcast. So let me go pull this up here. This is the actual management system of Spreaker. And you see you have your podcast here, statistics, monetization, promotion, settings, etc. I've only used 22 out of like 500 hours. There's more than enough storage here to be able to use. And I think I'll even pop up let's see, to show up this additional tab. Maybe not. What's it showing right now? Oh, okay. I'm going to have to do it through here. So let me go to my podcasts on this window. And then I'm going to reshare my screen. Bear with me here, guys. Okay, this might be it. Let's see. Yep. Perfect. Okay. So when you're logged into the back end, you'll be able to see podcast stats, monetization, promotion. This is basically the content storage for your whole Spreaker system. Man, again, I opened a new tab. I'm trying to show you the pricing, but StreamYard is not letting me. It's kind of complicated on sharing multiple windows. So there's a $6 a month plan, $18 a month, and $45 a month. We're on $18 a month. More than enough for what we need at this stage and really what you would need. So when you're actually in, now you can create multiple podcasts within a single Spreaker account, which is awesome. You have various different shows. Maybe you have a short personal show. Maybe you have an interview show. I keep it focused. So I just have my one podcast in here, and I have a totally separate account for my former podcast, Mile High Mentors. Now in the dashboard, this is where you'll go in and actually upload episodes. So it's pretty easy. Once you have the edited version of the interview of what you're going to use, then you just come in here and you upload a new episode. Walks you through it. You download, take the file, and then it'll upload directly here with your logo, and will kind of look something like this. So once you're in there, it'll, this will be blank. You'll have to go in and fill in the title. That's where the actual title will show up on all the major podcast apps. Great for marketing. The description is where you put, you can put your transcripts. In my case, I usually do the bio of the guest. I do some links for the guest, and then I do some promotional material for ourselves, for our own business. Earlier in the day, I wasn't using tags as much. I've been using that much more recently, and just kind of scanning and researching what the top searches in podcast apps are. And then I use tags in there that are relevant for each individual episode. Now, when you're back here as well in the overall feed, you can see you can upload all your future episodes. So you have actually a library to keep ahead of schedule. So you're not behind on trying to, you record an episode and then you upload it and then you're like 2-3 weeks without an episode. I always recommend going kind of ahead. So all my episodes that I'm going to be publishing over the next month are already edited and uploaded in here. I just need to go make some of the cleanup and tweaks and then actually go in and publish it. Okay. So here's the most recent one that I had uploaded: career tips all jobs seekers should know. And you can see in here as well, I've got a lengthy bio. I put some tags in here. And when you have an unpublished episode, which I want to draw your attention to, Spreaker is just great for distribution, because not only when I share it, can I share it to Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and what is that? Tumblr. I don't use Tumblr, so I wasn't really familiar with it. But I do use Spreaker, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook to distribute all my episodes. The other question is, hey, how do you actually get your podcast on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, on iHeartRadio? That's where the distribution of Spreaker comes into play. It's really nice because once you get your first episode, or 2 to 3 episodes, I usually do 2 to 3 episodes if I start a new account. Then I come in here and there's actually an application process. So you come through and Spreaker's already got it here for you. In fact, they just added Amazon Music, which I want to go submit our podcast to that. So I'll show you in real time what that looks like. So here, some of these may require you go and fill out a form. This just redirected me to another page to fill out a quick form on it. Some of them just Spreaker does all the submission and the details that you already have for you. And so my podcast is literally on every major platform. Apple Podcasts is the biggest. Spreaker, it's published directly to Spreaker. Spotify, iHeartRadio, we're on Google Podcasts, Castbox, Deezer, Podcast Addicts, Podchaser. So it's really easy to come in here and to just go in and submit them. Now, as you go along, there's a lot of other kind of bells and whistles that you can use Spreaker for your business podcast. You can obviously come in and check the back end of your statistics and, all this stuff from the basic info of your podcast to auto sharing to your RSS feed, episode organization, so on and so forth, deleting and managing the whole process. It is really, really seamless. So I highly recommend it for anyone who's kind of new to podcasting. They're just getting into it and they're trying to find a really simplified platform to house and distribute their business platform. Love Spreaker. It is definitely high on my list. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. You can always connect with me on LinkedIn and send me any questions there. No question is too small. I'm here to help you. My goal is to help you and support anyone who wants to do this. This is totally free information for you. And, just stuff that I've actually been a practitioner of. And I know is, information that I was trying to figure out really early in when I was just getting started with all of that. So with that, my friends, make it great. Make sure you please share this video with anyone else who might find it relevant. And I will see you here soon on the other side.